Y'all got me? Somebody do some comments on here. This thing has been trouble to me tonight. All right. Good to have everybody in there. I see one person that this thing keeps on. So I don't know. Here, I'm E900. How you doing? This time is going to be great. Good to have you in here, Dean. Yeah, there's the shop. This thing keeps kicking me off when I get close to the shop. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to be able to keep y'all on tonight for very long or not, but I'm trying. Huh? Yeah, you can try the TV, see if it come on. The TV don't have a remote. It's on TV. Just it's on the very top on the right. Right, the right button on the top. All the way in the middle. The button on the right. Yeah. Just pump it. It'll come on. And the remote for the uh mosquitoes. Biggins. The remote for the Roku should be laying there or on that chair or something. Don't go to the light. I know. Thank you, sir, Mr. Dean. Appreciate that for being. Squatch out in the wood there. Liam in there. Just about the time I get close to no internet. How about now? It should be back on. Try, yeah. Make sure the volume's off on it. Just click the mute button. It's on the right below the volume. You're back now. Yeah, we're trying. We got a bunch of stuff in this shop. I know that. We can't hardly get around in it. And it's just kind of full right now. Kind of full. I can't step inside. It keeps wanting to kick me off. Yeah, it's acting up bad tonight, Torque. Rolling unfinished projects in here. Good to have you in here. Grab me one of them folding chairs. I can't even step inside. If I step inside, I lose internet. Got Wi-Fi in the shop. Well, see, it's trying to say it's on right now. Must be that Wi-Fi. I'm gonna try something different, guys. Just hang on. But who knows? Mike Lockhart says this is the first time to be on one of our lives. We appreciate you jumping in here. Roland says hello again. Well, he's saying it to Mama M, probably. Whoever else. we trying to do something different. I was going to go inside, work on the mini bike project. I don't know if y'all can be on here. Let's see if y'all stick on for a little bit. Might get a little fuzzy with you. It's a little blurry. Looks like it's just going back and forth. Yeah, it's buffering bad over there. That's got to be that internet box. Unplug it for a little while and try that. But what do you think about that, Roland? Yep. Y'all see me right now. I know it gets fuzzy when I walk in the shop. Yeah, I need to get some ape hangers on it. It's got some pretty good handlebars on it, but it could handle some taller ones. We may bend up a set, see how they work. But 16 in there. We appreciate y'all jumping in. That's our new saw right there. Doug got us. It's sitting on some rollers. We're going to put it on a set of rollers. Nice big band saw and chop saw, cut off saw. Yeah, I know. It'd be kind of hard to blade with a set of ape hangers on that road grader. But that's our new saw. That thing works like a charm. So right there. Hit them thumbs up, guys. I see 12 of you's in there. I'd like to see 12 likes, 12 thumbs up. I know it may be a little boring at the moment, but yeah, I believe I could backblade pretty easy. Be like riding a zero turn lawnmower. Matthew, got some coffee brewing? Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I wish we could get this thing in the shop. I just can't, for whatever reason, it won't let me go in the shop tonight. Put you on a pole here, send you way out there. Y'all's about 7 foot in the air right there. That's my junk pile right outside the shop. We're fixing to clean that up again. It'll be cleaned up again. I don't know how many times we've cleaned it up. Every time we clean it up, it just gets dirty again. Anybody know what I'm talking about on that? Come on. All right. What y'all up to tonight? You've been building roads for how long? Since '87? That's a pretty neat deal. All the way up to 2020. Pretty neat deal. I started Well, the first road grader I ever got on was in the 90s. Let's see. Had to have been around 97, 98. No, it had to have been 98. Uh, yeah, had to have been somewhere around 1998, 99. No, wasn't even then. It's later than that. It was around 98. 98. I got on the first road grader I ever got on, and learned how to run it. It was an old Cat 12G, I think it was. Had a pony motor on it and had to start it, and had the old knuckle buster ratchet style levers, wrist breakers we call them, and yeah, that was exciting. When you wanted to turn right, had to do about that 3 times to catch a slack, and you need to catch it before you get in the ditch. Turn it 3 times, catch a slack, go back the other way. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I see Hippie Miller. I ain't seen you in here in a good long while. Good to have you in here. Good to have you in here. We just doing a little quick Monday Night Live. Nothing special. We just thought we'd jump in here for a little while, a few minutes, see what everybody's up to. I can actually see pretty decent tonight. I've been out walking. Believe it or not, I get out I'm getting up earlier in the morning and walking, and I guess it's increasing my blood flow good, and it's got my eyesight getting better. So few Earth Downs, the biggest crest to crest, the southern hemisphere. Flotation. Man, well, you're getting some words in there I can't read, but yeah, we appreciate it. I've seen some of the stuff you do. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm a slow reader. Some of them words, I guess what it is. I bragged on my eyes being better. Uh, I can see it now. Gold Resource Development in East Otago, New Zealand. I can read it now. See, it just takes me a minute. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to read. I'm a little slow between these ears. You know what I mean? A little slow. So you had a part in that, did you? Building all of that? Something keeps popping in them woods over there. It's got me wondering what it is. You hear this out here once in a while, it just pops over in them trees. I think it's a Sasquatch. Bigfoot. It's right back over there. So, it's over there in the bushes, trees. I don't know what it just keeps. You hear it? Yeah, I don't know. See a Sasquatch come out of them woods, let me know. People messaging. Yeah, quit doing it when you walked out there.
Yeah. I heard it a few times.
Yeah. Guess old Sasquatch is watching us. It's popping. Something popping like he's almost like he's clapping his hands. Well, what y'all guys up to tonight? Talk to me. There's 13 in there. Hit that thumbs up while you're there. If you slide in here, make sure you hit that thumbs up. That helps helps us with the algorithms, and I'm needing all the help I can get. Believe me. My camera just will not stay put. I see one more thumbs up. We appreciate all them thumbs up we can get. I'd like to try to get a live at work if I can get my camera set up. There it went again. Big, sound like breaking sticks or something. But anyway, I'd like to get a live where I get a camera or something mounted on the windows of my grader so that we could get some live footage going on there. But I don't know if anybody'd watch or not. We had some guys in here last week from Iraq. That was interesting. I wonder what that is. It's awful odd, ain't it? Just saying. Shine it on the ground over there. Could be a squirrel in a tree, but huh? It's up in a tree, ain't it? Might be a raccoon. Who knows? Who knows? We're working on my old Ford truck during the daylight and trying to get my ignition switch fixed. It's got a problem. I think about to narrow it down. I don't know. I think it's the little actuator in the ignition in the column where my key switch works. I think, but I don't know. I think it might have stripped a cog or something. But I don't know. That old Doug. Yeah. How long have we been on here? 20-some minutes. Grab me about a half a cup of that there coffee when you get a chance. If I walk in there, I'll lose internet service. But you look who showed up.
Just outfits.
Just outfits. There's a pot of coffee in there done been boiled.
I'll take some of it. Be right back.
Yep. Right. Coffee. See it steaming. That's the way we like it. Good and hot.
It's just the,
It's still the bag. That's what I can taste. We hadn't broke in that Folgers yet.
still the full strength.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what flavor that is, but it's got a wing to it, ain't it? It's just how it's roasted.
But it's not, it ain't the non-detergent.
No, it's full detergent, I can tell you that. What's everybody doing in there? I see people drop down to 5. Drop a comment in there. Tell me what you're thinking. I see 10 back in there. Boy, we can drop from nothing to 10 to 15. We was 20 something in there a while ago. Brand new timing gear. Oh, that's the one out of, I don't know. I think it, yeah, that's a brand new one.
That ain't the
That
one
is.
that you had, is it, for your car, and then Wayne?
Yeah,
Got another
Engine Pro.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, he said to get that other one. What happens is the chain stretches,
Yeah.
and they're cheap. That's why you got to get the good Chloe's brand. We can put that on the internet for $30, $30, $40, brand new, never been used.
Be all right for a street rig.
Yeah, brand new, still in the box, but for you want a hammer on one, you need to get a good one. When you got some money tied up, you know.
Yeah.
That thing just ain't working. Can't get internet in the shop. My phone kept cutting off on me.
Satellite's in the wrong spot.
Yeah. That 5G works great. Ever since I went to a 5G phone, my internet service went down. I think that 5G is a big gimmick. Get you to pay more money. I've had worse phone reception ever since I've got that 5G phone. Anybody in there won't comment. Am I losing you? Oh, there you are. Somehow or another I missed you. Moldboard cam. That'd be interesting. That'd be real interesting. Never thought about that. I'd have to make sure that camera didn't fall. Ooh, man, that'd hurt. Yeah, Hippie Miller, that boogeyman's out there somewhere, 'cause I can hear it popping and cracking. I don't know what's going on. He's settled down a little bit. Oh. Is the comments not up on that thing over there yet?
No.
Might have to click on the comments.
Maybe.
Live chat.
It's put on.
Thing just not working.
It may be behind. I don't know. Yeah.
First responder. How you doing, man? Out. Suspension was flexing too much. I fixed the flex and no one could catch us. Yep. Camaro's pretty good when you get them right. Yeah, sacrificial camera. I can't afford that. I'm still poor boy around here. Or a lot of these race cars would be built. I've had a few. I've used Mobile State Highway auditing. Yeah, I bet so. Pretty neat. Yep. Whereabouts are you over there? Are you in New Zealand or Australia? Yeah. First responder. It's way too much money, especially anymore. We're running in the low class up at Batesville Motor Speedway, and it's still pretty expensive. We run used asphalt pull-offs and groove them, and we can get them anywhere from $25 to $65 a piece, depending on condition, tread depth and stuff. Way south in New Zealand. Well, that's a pretty neat deal. I think I've asked you that once before, and my memory's about as short as my hair. But yeah, we're gonna try to get one of these cars going. The little white Camaro. We're gonna try to get it going before next year. Since everything's kind of on off season now, we'll be able to jump on that car and the one I took to Sykeston a couple of years ago, and we put Matthews motor off in it. It's a 358 and or 355. I can't remember what it is, but we're gonna try to make a few laps with it next year. I might even run it once or twice, but I don't know. We'll see. Kiwis believe it's all about smarts. Money is important, but you guys in the south of the U.S. have proved it's all about having a want to. You got that right. We can take people's stuff they throw away and turn around and make it run with them and outrun them at times. I have bolted on many used parts off other people's cars. Many. I don't think I've ever bolted on a brand new set of springs on the rear of a Camaro. And that everybody talks about that's the life of a Camaro, but I do some old school tricks to them leaf springs. Brings the life back into them. Yep. I used to like watching those Australian supercars over there that is almost like an Australian version of NASCAR. I really like that. They's mainly running street courses and stuff, but man, them guys would hustle it. Yes, sir. I re-arch the springs and I put them at the angle and the arch that I want, and it puts the load where I need it and when I need it. And I've got a few tricks up my sleeve on that. It helps me get my weight percentages where I want it, and all of that. Yeah, you can go too much, but you can adjust a lot of that out with your shackles. But if you go way too much, you can always come back and pull arch back out of it. So I don't arch all the springs. I ain't gonna give all my secrets out, but I arch one or two springs. But I ain't saying which one. Something's knocking acorns out of trees over is what's happening. Oh, what do you think about that coffee, Doug?
It's right.
It's in there, ain't it?
Heather crawl.
Yeah, V8 supercars are great. Just the way NASCAR used to be. But both are great. People, let me get this to where I can read it. People who hate on NASCAR don't realize what happens when racers have fatal accidents. All the tech is to save. But you got that right. Now, all those cars are built to save the driver now. There ain't a doubt about that. And I don't necessarily have a problem with the cars. I don't even really have a problem with the racing or any of that. I've lost interest in the NASCAR. Probably because I don't get one of the channels, so I don't get the channels to be able to sit and watch it. If I had a channel to watch it, I'd probably sit and watch the races, but because I used to really love it. But I loved it back in the day of Dale Earnhardt, Dale Jarrett, Terry Labonte, Bobby Labonte, Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, Kenny Schrader, all them guys was racing. I go all the way back to Cale Yarborough, David Pearson, Richard Petty was driving, had Buddy Baker driving. I go way back there watching them guys race. And see what we're saying here. Right. First responder, you said Longhorn builds, got mosquitoes flying around, sorry. Longhorn builds flex into the chassis to plant the drive, right? But the chassis are throwaway. Yeah, that's the problem with them nowadays. If you don't know what's going on, I think you can pretty much waste a chassis pretty quick. I know a little bit about Dale McDowell stuff. He really loves a chassis that flexes, and I think a lot of your guys that run up front does. Now Bloomquist, he was different. He liked a rigid chassis because he wanted to feel the suspension work, but he had certain tracks that he had bars that he could unbolt out of that chassis that was on clamps and stuff that he could stiffen the flex up or let the car flex a little. So Scott Bloomquist that's the reason why he done so good for so many years. But it's pretty tragic what happened with him. ESPN was great. I've got great friends who have subscriptions, TV. I eat scraps of those guys' tables. Yep. Yep, flexible chassis are really, their tech is really fun. I don't know, I hadn't really got into a whole lot of the flex. I've always tried to build a car safe. I hadn't really got into some of the technical parts of it because I just hadn't built that many cars. But I would really like to try to build a new car one of these days. I've even thought about getting with Chris McGuire down there at On the Berm. And look him up on YouTube. On the Berm, he does some chassis building for factory stocks. He's a pretty cool guy. Him and his dad hammers it out there in a little one-bay shop. And I think they built somewhere around 7 or 8 cars this year, just him and his dad. So I've been talking to him a little bit. If we could come up with the money, we would probably go down there and buy a car from him. If I can get the right kind of money, we will go buy a car from him, bring it up here and put it together, and have an Alabama chassis up here, a Hound Dog chassis. Yeah, y'all got pull down rigs up there to do y'all's testing with. We're keeping the secret. Best part is right out in the open. We just happened to look in the right spot. Yep, there's a way you do it. I've never been around one of those pull down machines. I seen y'all working one day on one of your videos. It's been a while back, but there again, tools and technology makes it nice to be able to find things like that. But I don't have access to anything like that. I don't know. I'm going to say it would probably help in these old Camaros if a person could get in there and really do a lot of tech on them. But you was at Talladega. Was you there for the cotton picking 100? Ex-lab technician. Arnold testing was fun. Some great materials. I like recycling a chassis like they be a Vesco Australian V8 supercars, and my eyes ain't that good for some reason. Of course, these white letters are blending in with those white letters. Argentinians, TC Racing. Huh. I don't guess I've paid no attention to that. They share the top tier chassis and the second and third grade cars. Okay. I know there's a lot of good drivers comes out of Argentina. Yep. One of my old buddies, our old buddies that we've raced with for years, I think he's probably getting ready to settle out and retire one of these days. He's getting on up in age, so he stopped racing toward the end of the year this year, and had some medical procedures done, and I don't know if he's going to get back in a car or not. We'll just have to see. He might, but you just never know. Might be more of a part-time deal. Oh yeah, 175 mile an hour. That's pretty quick. I got to watching some guys. I think it's Goodwood Racing. It's some road course racing. The guys have 1966 Fairlanes and Galaxies. They're racing against the old Fiats and things of that nature. That may be the same thing you're talking about, but they're pretty fast. I was watching them the other day. They got the old school motors in them and 4-speed transmissions, and they're hammering it out. I might want to check them out on YouTube. Goodwood. I think it's Goodwood Racing. A lot of road course stuff. Yep. Well, I think I'm going to get around here. See if I can get in here and get to work. I don't think my phone's going to hold up with me if I try to get inside and work because it kept wanting to cut off with me a while ago. I might can try it one more time here. Let's see. Let's see here. Hang on with me. Y'all still got me on there? Anytime, Dean. It's fun talking, Williams. Um, Getting people on here to chat with all over the world. There's 7 people still in there. Anybody else in there? Leave a comment. More mosquitoes. The red-eyed patriot popped in there. Good to see you in here, man. How's the weather up north? Cold and cloudy. I see. It was clear here today. It's a little cool, a little bit cool. It's probably, what did it get up mid high 60s today?
Yeah.
It's not too bad. The Sasquatch finally quit popping a tree over there. Post my truck for sale, marketplace, had a few trade offers. Yeah, I had the old smoke show over here. It's sitting over behind that old golf cart. Uh, I thought about posting it. I told a guy today about it, and he's telling a buddy of his about it, and he's wanting some details and whatnot. If it don't sell, it don't sell. I got it priced a little bit, probably a little bit high for what it is. But again, if it don't sell, it ain't gonna bother me. It's got the big block 402 in it. Yeah, mine's quite a bit cheaper than that. I'm just trying to turn it, but if it don't, I priced that old truck 75 C10 for 2,800. So it's pretty rough. So you, you know us big time well to do YouTubers, you know, we can get big money out of our stuff, you know. So we're popular. I've got 9 people watching. You know how popular I am. I appreciate all of you, but some of these guys get on, put a live up, and they get about 1,000 people just about 5 minutes. So yeah, I know what you mean. It's a fun little truck. It'll do burnouts all day long as you won't put tires on it. We did the burnout in Stockton last year with it, and burnt those 10-ply back tires off of it. And I think I watched it one time. I put a stopwatch on it on one of my videos. 50 seconds, I blowed the tire. So, and when I was pulling off, I looked at my temperature, and it was, I think it was 195. So it wasn't even hot. But that's a pretty good, solid little motor. It's not a powerhouse, but I do have another cam to go in it. Cam, it's 288 hydraulic hydraulic flat tap. It'd sound an awful lot better than that flat tap. It's a 265. It's in it right now. It's a roller though, a roller cam. But I don't know. I think the 280 would probably make it run a little better. Flat tap it. It's not anything to run with them street racing channel boys up there, Billy and old man and Tommy. Them guys right there, they've got their stuff together. Of course, they hitting the lick on the YouTube and the merchandise sales. Yeah, I kind of like this. This being 75, that's perfect for me. I I used to have an old when I was I think I was 16 years old, 17. I bought a 73 Ford short bed. It was wrecked, and I built that truck, put it back together, took the body off of it, and painted the chassis, and put it all back together, and wound up dropping a 460 off in it, a little short bed. I had a fun little truck. Yeah, that's the reason why I was thinking about going with this flat tappet because it uh, this that 265 roller in it. It's more of a just a street cam. It's a good little cam for what it is. Probably, I think it was made more for economy because it was supposed that motor was supposed to go in a '66 Impala. So, but they wound up selling the car, and I wound up buying the motor. Yeah, yeah, I really like watching them guys, especially the old man. I watched Billy and a little bit. I don't mainly watch them when they're doing the racing. I watched Tommy do the work on his little Chevy truck. I think that's pretty cool what he's doing on that. And me and the old man kind of relate. I'm about 3 years older than him, so uh, but we kind of relate a lot of our ideas, listening to him and stuff. Yeah, yeah, I've noticed that on camshafts. I'd like to learn a little bit more about them. I don't know that much. I know when they sound good and they run good, I like them. Yeah, Red Eyed Patriot. I would really like to take his truck up there to Edgewater for that burnout competition. Uh, I think it'd be kind of fun setting them side by side. Got to sit in a burnout box and do the burnouts. I believe I could. I think they said they're going to do it for 60 seconds. I believe I can have them on the wheels before 60 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the lift is or duration other than 265. I think it's 265 straight across on the duration on this cam here. It's a 265H comp cam is all I know. Roller, hydraulic roller, and it's supposed to be just a basic little strict cam. That's the reason why I think it runs good down low. But I think at 288 flat tap it'll give it a little bit more. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun to do, I believe. Like I say, this old truck, it ain't very fast. The last time I ran it ran a 950, so that'll let you know how slow it is. But I've since put a little bit of a stall in it. I think about a 18 or 2000 stall, and improved the shift on it. Uh, put a 850 on it instead of a 700. Advanced the timing on it just a little bit. So I figured get on down there and uh, now as quick as it seems when you nail the gas now, it's a lot better than it was. So I think it's probably in the in more of the mid to high eights. So motivates the air more than atmospheric pressure can push also. Yeah, yeah, that helps suck the fuel in a little bit too. The way it's that low the the overlap that is. Chemtech they neglect the shared runner intake during overlap also. With that said, yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Kind of like a set of headers. The scavenging on it does a lot. People don't realize what scavenging does on headers. Hey man, I appreciate you jumping in here. Uh, uh, Holler back anytime. I'll be glad to holler. Glad to chat. Appreciate you jumping in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run myself. I gotta get in here. If I try to walk inside the shop, it wants to kick off on me. So uh got 4 people in here. That's the reason why I have troubles with lives a lot of times because I don't get anybody to watch it. So not very many. But the reason why I'm not monetized yet either. Been doing this since 2016, still not monetized. Almost got the watch hours back up to almost 1,000. You know, paid quite a bit more than that. $106, 17 inches of vacuum. Has a lick with a smooth idle. You can hear a chop and have the engine smooth. A silk, you have the right cam. Yeah, that's one thing. In the sportsman class, not sportsman, what's it called? The Southwest mod, this modified. In an open motor, you got to have no bigger than a 430 lift, but they check vacuum. So it's got to have at least 15 inches of vacuum after the race. So I don't know that you can run a 602 in that class. I would get a 602 if I had enough money to get a 602. So that's the reason why I'm not running a 602. The 602 has a 450 lift cam. So anyway. Well, I'm going to get off here, guys, and get around and run and see if I can get a little bit done in here in the shop tonight. And we appreciate everybody in here. We've been on here an hour, and we thank everybody for jumping in. Come in here next Monday night. If everything goes right, we'll be live again, and we'll see what happens. Here in a couple of weeks, we'll be in Panama City Beach. I might do a live there. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But you might see my toes in the sand. Who knows? But anyway, it's Russell here, guys, saying God bless you. And we appreciate y'all jumping in here. And Outfit Garage here saying, keep hammering, guys. We're going to keep on hammering.